SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information.
Wing, his hard pass, Conley shoots, he scores! Nazem Kadri at the end of a Toronto.
Hi, and welcome to Where's the Action? I'm your host, Ross Benjamin. I'm going to be previewing Saturday's college football contest in the SEC between the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks, a game that takes place at Arkansas, and the contest kicks off at 12:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Currently, as we speak, the South Carolina Gamecocks are a 6-point road favorite. South Carolina enters this contest as the 14th ranked team in the AP poll and 12th ranked in the USA Today poll. Now, South Carolina, it's been not a very good year for South Carolina backers, folks. Yes, they are 4-1, but since their opening game, which they went and covered against North Carolina, they've failed to cover any of their last 4. As a matter of fact, in their last few games, they've either had trouble holding on to a big lead or had to storm back from a halftime deficit. Let's take you back 3 weeks ago. 28-0 lead versus Vanderbilt. They had to hold on for a 35-25 win and failed to get the money as a 10.5-point favorite. 2 weeks ago at Central Florida as a 7-point road favorite, they trailed 10-0 at the half and then failed to cover again as they did come back and hold on for a 28-25 win over the Golden Knights. Last week, South Carolina jumps out to a 21-0 lead versus arguably the worst team in the SEC, Kentucky. At home, they're up 21-0. They end up winning the game 35-28. So, not very impressive for a South Carolina team that's still in contention for a BCS Bowl. But boy, they're not really leading you to believe that that's going to happen at the year's end. Now, their opponent, Arkansas, they got off to a fast 3-0 start against inferior opposition. Then they absolutely gave a game away at Rutgers in their 4th game, leading 24-7 midway through the 3rd quarter. The Razorbacks blew the game and lost 28-24. They followed that up by being defeated at home against Johnny Manziel in Texas A&M, 45-33. Arkansas was able to get the money in that game as a 13.5-point underdog. Last week, just a terrible performance at Florida as they lost 30-10 and were never in that game from start to finish. Now, here's my take on this game. We have a South Carolina team that's been on the brink of disaster at least the last few weeks, either blowing big leads or getting off to a rough start against a team in Central Florida that they should, on paper, win easily against. Now, granted, Central Florida is a decent team, but you put them in the SEC and they'd be very hard-pressed to contend. Here's the other side of the coin. Arkansas's dropped 3 games in a row. They're not exactly feeling good about themselves, but yet they're only a 6-point home underdog. I look back on my 4D handicapping software for a couple clues as where to go in this contest. Here's an interesting thing that I did find out. When you have a road favorite of -8.5 or less in college football history since 1987, road favorite of 8.5 or less, that's coming off exactly 3 straight up wins in a row, like South Carolina has, and they're facing an opponent that's coming off exactly 3 straight up losses in a row, like Arkansas has, well, the home underdog in that situation is 9-1 against the spread, and the home underdog has won 7 of those 10 games outright. I just got this sneaky, eerie feeling. South Carolina's had trouble putting people away and also squandering leads. They're not a very good road favorite value, in my opinion. In Arkansas, for whatever reason, I think Brett Bielema will have this team ready to play, and this game will go down to the wire. I'll take Arkansas +6 as a home underdog in this situation over South Carolina. That's Arkansas +6 over South Carolina on Saturday afternoon in college football. My name's Ross Benjamin. I'd like to thank you for watching Where's the Action? I'd like to wish each and every one of you all the very best in the upcoming week.
His hard pass. Conley shoots. He scores.